Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today I'm going to show you how to install some mods for Subnautica 2, specifically some mods that are going to allow you to access unreleased content so that you can explore things that are available inside of Subnautica 2 before they become fully developed and fully available in the regular survival mode for the game. So with that in mind, we're going to be installing about 4 mods today. One of them is technically not really a core mod, but a framework so other mods can function. That's going to be the Unpublished Content More to Build mod that makes sure that you have available all of the different unpublished designs and recipes for things like the booster rings and also some of the internal home decor like the storage cache and the Axum chairs and stuff like that. Then we're gonna install the UE4SS, which is a framework that allows different mods to function inside of Subnautica 2. It accesses more functions from the engine for modders to use. Then we're also going to install the console commands mod, which allows you to use the console commands that the developers use when testing things. And then after that, we're also going to install the Elusive Leviathan Spawner mod so that if you want to, you can check out the Elusive Leviathan for yourself. It just spawns it inside of the game wherever you are, and then it can also despawn it as well. All of these mods tell you what they need and where to install it. So it'll tell you like extract it and put it here, and all that jazz. So I'm going to start by installing this one, Unpublished Content mod, because it does not require the UE4SS mod to function. So with that in mind, we're just going to go ahead and go to Files. Make sure you're logged in to Nexus Mods because you need an account to download stuff. And we're going to download the More Building Recipes mod, the manual download. And then I'm going to go ahead and click the slow download option when it pops up. Then I already have a Subnautica 2 mods folder created and put into my downloads folder, so I'm just going to download it to there. Now, while that's downloading, which it looks like it's pretty much done, I'm going to go back to the description, and this tells me that it wants me to put it into the Subnautica 2 content and packs file in a mods folder that I may need to create myself. So to reach that folder, I'm going to go to my Steam window, and I'm going to select Subnautica 2. I'm going to go down to Properties after I right-click it. And then inside of here, I'm going to go to Installed Files, and it shows where it's installed to. It's about 14, nearly 15 gigs in my space drive, and I'm going to go to Browse, and that's going to take me right to the file location where all of my Subnautica 2 files are located. And so the mod has already told me that I need to go, let me just close out some of these other windows here, that I need to go to Subnautica 2, content packs, and then make a mods folder. So I need to go to Subnautica 2, content packs without the C, P-A-K-S. And then inside of here, I need to make a new folder. And then I need to name that tilde mods. And then I'm going to open that one up and I'm going to set that right here. Then I'm going to open up the folder that has my actual like downloaded mods in it in my downloads folder. And I'm going to extract that. Well, actually, I'm going to follow the instructions. So I'm going to copy this over. I'm going to put it in my mods folder. And I'm going to extract it to here. I'm going to go to show more. I'm going to go to my 7-zip. I'm going to extract it to here. And then all of this stuff is inside of here. So that's good. Is that all I needed to do? Extract 9 files from the archive and put them in the mods folder. Looks like I actually need to remove these mods, this stuff from here. I need to put it right inside of here. And then I'll just delete these other 2 files. You're looking for all this mess right here to be extracted from that zip file that you downloaded from Nexus mods and have it inside the mods folder here that you just made inside the packs folder. So next, we're going to go back to the Subnautica 2 file. We're going to leave that folder right here. I just went back through at the top here. You can see like almost like a web browser where you bend the folders. We're going to go back to the core Subnautica 2 folder. And then we're going to go back over here, and then we're going to install UE4SS. So I'm going to go to the files. We want to download the regular one, not the developer one. I'm going to go to manual download and go to slow download. I'm going to save that to my Subnautica 2 mods folder. And then the instructions for this say that we need to download it, place the zip file into your Subnautica 2 Win64 folder, and then extract here. Install any mods that you want to install that use UE4SS into the accompanying mod folder that it creates for you. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to open back up my Subnautica 2 folder. So we need to go to Subnautica 2 binaries Windows 64. Binaries Windows 64. And this is where we need to extract it to. So we're going to pull this over here. Right click it, go to show more, 7-zip, extract here. And then I'll just say yes to everything because there was a duplicate file for when I modded this before. But it shouldn't get any duplicates when you extract it into here. But if it does, just tell it to overwrite it. And I'm going to go ahead and delete this zip file. And then now, when I click on the UE4SS folder, there's a mods folder in here that we're going to put everything else that we're going to install next. So then we're going to go to console commands. This is going to be our next one. And then this one says that when we install it, we need to download it after we've downloaded and installed the UE4SS, unzip and extract it to the mods folder. So that's simple enough to do. So we're just going to go to files. We're going to go to manual download. And then we're going to click slow download. Put that back in our downloads folder for the Subnautica 2 mods. And then we'll go over here. So here we've got console commands. That's a RAR file, but it doesn't matter. We're going to show more options. I'm just going to go to 7-zip, extract here. You can extract these with a RAR file program or 7-zip. 7-zip is free, so that makes it super easy. So we just need to take this, because this came with like a whole UE4SS and a mods folder. But I'm just going to take the debug UI toggle, copy that, and put it straight over here into the UE4SS mods folder that we created inside the Subnautica 2 files. So then I'm going to go back here. That's that installed. That's actually pretty quick. Anything that requires UE4SS for games that use it, it's pretty easy to install stuff for it. The last one we're going to do is the Elusive Leviathan Spawner mod. We're just going to grab the file. Let me read the instructions real quick. So just drop the mod into the mods folder like the other one, and it's good to go. We're going to go ahead and click manual download, slow download, put that in my mods folder. Then once again, let me just delete this old one. I don't need this anymore. We're going to extract the Elusive Leviathan. Go to 7-zip, extract it here. We're going to take this folder, and again, we're just going to plunk it into the UE4SS mods folder. Just paste it in there. You'll know it's the right folder because when you open it, you won't see another folder called Elusive Leviathan Spawner. You'll see scripts and embed. So you want to put the one with the actual name, the folder, inside with all the other mod looking folders that come with UE4SS mod when you install it in your Subnautica 2 files. And that's it. That's everything is basically ready to go. We've got everything. And for the most part, modding Subnautica 2 is pretty easy. It's really one of two things. Put the files in the corresponding folder that they tell you in the description here, or put it in the folder for UE4SS mods, and then it does the work for you. So now, once you get inside of Subnautica 2, what you want to do to actually utilize this tool is you can go to a creative mode game, or you can go to a regular survival mode game. It really doesn't matter. Just note that this might ruin your survival save, so I would recommend making a different save for that. But I'm going to go ahead and create a new save file. We're going to do creative. So once you're inside of the game and you're kind of floating around, creative, you don't really have to worry about dying or anything. All you have to do to bring up the menu to use your console commands is hit F2, and that's how you know everything's working. So you can see this, and then you can hit some of these pre-designated commands, or you can type them. If you hit things like spawn, it'll bring up a menu of different options for spawning different items. So whenever you want to spawn something, you can just find it inside of here, and when you're ready, you can just find it and click it. Like this ferrofluid. It's just this weird object that'll fall to the ground after you spawn it. You can pick it up if you want and drop it again. And that's basically it. And then a lot of the building is already unlocked inside of... Oh, the foundations are available for me now. They weren't before. Oh, that's cool. I guess I fixed my own problem today. But a lot of this stuff should be available to you by default when you first start working in the game. You have infinite crafting materials, so you don't actually have to go gather anything. And then, beyond that, if you're missing any of the like build schematics, because if you're not seeing them in here, all you have to do is go in here and type in unlock all, and it'll unlock all of the recipes that you might be missing, just in case that you're not seeing them. Because I had that problem before when I first tried to mod the game, and it wasn't behaving itself. Now, you have a couple options here. If you want to like get a submarine in the game, if you want to do things like spawn in the tadpole and everything, you can just spawn it. You don't need to build a base to build it. So we can just type in, oops, just type in spawn. That's a tadpole, and then we'll type in the scout ray chassis, and then we'll select the chassis, and then we can just start gathering all the materials that we need in order to go dink around and have ourselves an adventure looking at all of these crazy mods and all the stuff that they do. Now, the way that you spawn the Elusive Leviathan, if you want to fart around with that, let's go ahead and turn the fog off. Toggle fog. You can just go somewhere with plenty of space. It really doesn't matter where. And then you can just hit F9 at any time in order to bring out the Elusive Leviathan. Although it spawned inside of us right there, so that's kind of awkward. So it'll just start doing its thing no matter where you are. I think if you wanted to trigger its effect where it does like its crazy clouds, you're going to need to spawn it in survival mode somewhere. Trigger its like, I'm hiding, don't touch me mode. But if you want to get rid of it, then you just hit F8, which brings up the feedback window. Just to hit escape, and it'll get rid of it. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's the main gist of everything inside of modding Subnautica 2 to do all the crazy command stuff. This is basically a list of all the different things that you can do. You can show different stats on your screen. There's different debug commands, like you can turn off the AI, you can turn off collision, animations, all that sort of stuff, physics even. Watch things float off into space. You can reset the commands for things like debugs. You can spawn in items. You can equip stuff. The go-to menu doesn't work because that's disabled on like a deep level. You'd have to mod that back in, and I didn't find anything for that or for the no-clip command. But for the rest of these, they work just fine. So that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a brief look at how to mod in the command console mods for Subnautica 2 so that you can, you know, mess around with that and do creative stuff on your own and explore some of the stuff in the game files if you really want to, like I did. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.